Welcome back, beautiful souls. How you guys doing today? So let's jump into the new week of becoming that architect. Now, we cleared out the old, okay? We bulldozed all the old energies. We got rid of all the negativity that was in us and around us. Now we build, we design, and we activate. So now we're going to step into the role of architect of your 2026 reality. And in this episode, we're going to create a cohesive, energetic plan to match the fire horse year's momentum. Okay, let me say it again. We're going to get into that momentum and we're going to take it step by step, section by section. So I want to give you the tools, tips, and tricks on how to have that beautiful moment when you are building your 2026 action plan. All right, the first thing up we're going to talk to is the energy of 2026, the fire horse year. I got my notes on the side, so if I look at that way, I'm reading you the information because I don't want you to miss a thing. Okay. All right. How we can embed this energy. All right. And also, we got to get a clear understanding about these energies. First one out, fast momentum, fast movement, quantum leaps, no more repeating cycles, courage and action, destined acceleration, and bold reinvention. All right. And your key message for this section is the following: 2026 rewards people who broadcast clean, intentional frequencies. Okay. Underlying frequencies, because that's what we have to do. We have to tap into that frequency. Section two, becoming the architect of your 2026 reality. Now, we got three pillars of designing your new year roadmap. Okay. The first one is vision. What do I see myself in 2026? What do you see yourself in? What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself creating? Okay. What are some of the things you want to do that gives you that energy? Okay. That is your vision. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that too. The next one, vibration. What frequency can support that vision? All right. And number three, velocity. How do I move forward quickly but intentionally? All right. You got to be methodical on how to get from point A to point B without stepping in no potholes. Okay. We're going to be very clear how to do this. All right. Now, in your journals, I want you to use these prompts during your time of getting into the vision, getting into the vibration, and staying in that velocity. Who is the version of me that 2026 want me to become? Point blank. And you got to be very determined and have that courage and confidence when you do this. The next one, what do I desire to build, create, or experience? Again, concise. Got to keep that consistency going. The next, where am I no longer available to shrink? Okay? No more shrinking. We're not shrinking to anybody else's level. Okay? Bring out that badass. Okay? You thank me for it later. All right. The next one. Section 3. Designing your fire horse radio station. Now, this is where it gets really fun, okay? Because you're using your imagination and you are going to bring in the energy along with that. Now, in this section, section 3, you have to choose the radio station, okay, that you want to have in your life. All right? You're going to choose your station. You can have several, okay? But I want you to choose the name for each of your stations. All right. For example, 88.8 Courage FM, 111.1 Wealth Radio Flow, 22.2 Divine Protection Wave, 33.3 New Timeline Network. Okay? You got a network. Those people that you call into. All right? And 77.7 Rebirth Radio. You see? I'm having fun with it because these are the stations I want in my frequency. Now, you got to choose a broadcasting company. Okay? And the company we're going to tap into is the solfeggio frequencies. Now, here's some examples. 639 hertz is harmonizing relationships. 741 hertz, breaking patterns plus increasing your intuition. 852 hertz, alignment with higher self. At 963 hertz, divine consciousness and calling in their team. Now, you have the choices of your radio station. Now, you got to get that broadcasting system to connect to your station. All right. 963 hertz, divine consciousness and calling in their team is your 22.2 divine protection wave, FM. That's your connection right there. Okay. We're going to go over the frequencies. I'm going to write them all down and then we're going to play that game. We're going to choose our station. And each station that you have, you make the connection with the solfeggio frequencies. Now, I'm going to add some more support. Your sponsors is your divine team. All right. Your team station, that's your sponsors. All right. Archangel Michael, protection and purpose. Archangel Gabriel, clear steps and communication. Archangel Metatron, new blueprint, spiritual architecture. And we got Archangel Ariel, courage and manifestation. And finally, ancestors, guidance, shortcut, and protection. Those are your sponsors for your new radio station. Now, we got to get some amplifiers up in here, and that's where your crystals come in. All right, you got the clarion. That one is good for the fire horse activation. Clarion. Okay, that energy is powerful. Pyrite, wealth plus action. Labradorite, timeline shifts and magic. Tiger's eye, courage. Clear quartz, station booster. Now, when you do these activities, make sure you have a clear quartz crystal. Okay, that is the booster to all other crystals that I just mentioned. Okay, so make sure your first crystal that you get is your clear quartz. And remember, cleanse them, activate them, set your attentions in that crystal. You got a connection with that. All right, now, section 4. We're going to do guided activation. Tune into your new future. All right, let's do a little sample here. We're going to tap into 22.2 Divine Protection Wave FM. All right, we're going to tap into that energy. And I want you to just close your eyes. And I want you to get into that frequency for that connection. And that's 963 hertz. All right. And we're going to try to imagine we tapped into that frequency. And I want us to discover that feeling, that divine feeling. In that station, we could connect to our ancestors, our guardian angels, our archangels, and any beautiful being of the light that's connected in that frequency. I want you to sit with it. I want us to keep fine tuning that dial. We're removing that static, and we got a clear, beautiful connection with those beautiful frequencies and sponsors and amplifiers. Now, some of you might feel a jolt. Some of you might feel some beautiful, cool air coming around you, like I am. My spirit team is around. And now, sit with it. Feel the frequency. Now, open up your eyes. You just tapped in to your frequency just by hearing me tell you those beautiful words and tapping in to that beautiful connection. And that is what I want you guys to do when you fine tune your radio station and you are connected. All right. Now, the next, I want you guys to start looking into some information that can help in this process. I'm going to go into it more deep and I am going to bring some materials which I have with me. This book that I had stumbled upon, and believe it or not, I turned on my YouTube. I wasn't going to do any work, and this book popped up. It works. Okay. And this little book is a powerful classic that helped so many get their dreams to come true. And it wasn't that expensive. I only paid $4 for this little book. Now, due to tariffs costs and all the stuff that's going on now, it could be more. But this is what I started off with when I was learning about the frequencies and how to connect faster. Now, this little book, if you can get it, fine. I got it at my beautiful team at Namaste. They had it. And also you can probably get it on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. I believe they have it there, right? But if you want to venture out, go down to 14th Street and check out Namaste. I'm not getting sponsored for it. Those are my peoples, okay? And this is where I got it. So if you really want to get this book, if you're in New York, here you go. All right. And if you want to take a screenshot, I'll hold it nice and clear. It may be backwards, but okay, at least you got the cover so you know what to look for. All right. Now, using this book is the same principles that we're talking about getting into the fire horse energy. All right. Now, with this little book is fast reading. I'll tell you that right now. And simple, simple things to do and say. But when you do this, you don't share no energy with other people. This is to yourself. Okay. Energy meaning don't talk about it. Keep this on the down low. Don't say nothing on your manifestation tips that you're doing. All right. If someone sees the book, oh, go get the book. I just started and move on. But this book is really good. Now, this teaches the same principles that we're talking about, getting into the frequency, being clear and concise and have that clarity, and also writing intentions. Okay. So I highly recommend that you guys get this as part of your manual for 2026 to help you jumpstart even faster on what you want. Okay. And when you read it and keep the question in mind, how can I apply it works to my Fire Horse radio station? How can I apply this information with the information that you got from me? How are you going to mesh these two things together so that you can have the beautiful life you envision? It works. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut it short because I want you guys to start doing this right now. Have fun with it, okay? And I will probably do another episode with some more frequencies and to give you guys another variety on what you can do starting now. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and until we meet again, bye bye.